BSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability. This program is brought to you by the PA People. For more information, just go to their website at papeople.com.
And we'll actually be joined by Matt as soon as he gets himself organised. He's like an old woman the way he's carrying on here. Seriously, at the country booth. And we've got the New York Lady Lions against BSO Fever at the moment. And soon to whether Matt's ready to join us. Matt, good evening. You've missed the first 7 games, obviously. You've been busy doing something else.
Oh, man, I ran here. I literally ran here.
Okay, obviously, move your microphone closer.
Obviously, I was not in time.
No,
so
anyway.
I'm here. That's all that matters.
Yeah, well, that's true. And as I said, the first game is between the BSO Fever and also the Lady Lions from New York. Now, I'm hoping that Matt's going to be able to look at the rosters.
I am. I'll just pull those up if you give me one moment.
As I said, I did go through them, but I did think there was a change. But let me just have a look and see. I trust everybody's enjoying the pictures that you're seeing from here. But let's just... this is the... Okay, that's the draw. That's not the one that I want. Maybe this is the one here. Okay, here we go. So we've got the Lady... Let me go find... Where are we? The New York Lady Lions are the team that I'm after. Here we go, New York Lady Lions team. So we've got Stacey Jenkins, we've got Siobhan Lockhart, Mariah O'Connor, and also Jasmine Robertson, and also Diane Yee. Now, as I said, that may have been a change there because I'm not certain. I thought Jerron did mention something on our show earlier on today.
Well, there was a change in the men's team for
the men's team,
was it? Yeah, for the Knights.
Okay, well, that's fine.
And Rachel Jepson was allocated to the Sting. I think that's maybe what you were thinking. But
okay, so for BSO, this will be pretty easy because I've only got 3 players listed here, so it's going to be 4, 5, and 8, which is Amanda Keane, also Carla Gilbride, and not Kilbride as it's written here.
Gilbride.
And, yeah, Gilbride.
Yep.
And also Arcelia Torres, and coached by Mike Benniker, Kevin Benniker, I should say. Yeah, so that is the first game. Now I'll be able to let you know. So the ladies are warming up in front of us at present. Now we'll just have to, as I say, let you know exactly which end they're at. But at this stage, well, you would expect, Matt, the BSO Fever probably to win this comfortably.
Certainly the more experienced team. I think that, Jerron had mentioned on the show earlier that Lady Lions have made a lot of strides to improve this season, and they certainly have the defensive ability, and Stacey Jenkins is a great player for them. But, you've got 3 players on the BSO Fever who are experienced, who have played in big games. Carla's a lockdown defender, and Amanda's their offensive option, and Celia's, again, one of those people that they rely on to give them a few goals and score, and give them defensive, stature. So I think it's going to kind of come to a showdown between who can score more goals between Stacey and Amanda in this game.
Okay, well, we'll see whether that's what eventuates. Now, I do know that the pictures are coming through loud and clear, so it looks like at this end it actually might be the Lady Lions at this end here. We've got 5, 6 on court and 4. No, it might be 4, 5, and 6 now.
It'd certainly make things easier, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, and I actually think it might be. It looks like it is actually the team of BSO Fever at this end. Mm-hmm. And as I said, it's the far end, it's the Lady Lions. Now it's going to be hard to pick up who's on court from there. It is a bit of a distance away from us, but we do have a good vantage point. So that is certainly one thing that we do have.
Absolutely. And I do want to let people know, I know I'm getting a lot of messages. My phone's about to die because of the amount of messages I've gotten. We are working on fixing the Gym 2 feed. We had got it set up, and it was working temporarily, but we had to shut it down. And so I know that hopefully that'll be back up soon. I know that there's some people working on it, so just appreciate your patience. And at least for now, we can bring you the action from Gym 1.
As I say, Gym 2 certainly would have been a bonus, but unfortunately only have the capabilities at the moment to bring Gym 1. But as I said, that should be fixed down the track. So
yes, I certainly hope so.
So we've got Keane, Gilbride, and also just had a
Keane, Gilbride, and then you've got Torres for the BSO Fever.
BSO, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lady Lions side, Matt, have you got that? Are you able to keep it up with your phone? Or
I can, yes. I just I thought you were giving me the cop-out since you pulled it up on yours, but I can bring that up. So
no, sorry, I was standing up, looking at it about to start.
Yeah, I'll pull this up if you just want to give me a moment.
Yeah, no, that's fine, no problems at all. So, but it does appear as if the Lady Lions are down this end. Now, hopefully you'll be able to pick up a little bit of the action from and the sound effects. I'll be keeping one ear uncovered purely and simply so I can hear the calls and get an idea. You'll be able to see on our picture, it is up the far end, the scoreboard, currently 0-0 because of course the game hasn't started as yet. But still in their huddles. The buzzer's gone, so I don't know what the reason is for the way it started. Of course, we will go through the rest of the draw, but kicking off with the ladies' game here in hall number 1 of the USABA Goalball National Championships. Matt?
Yes, so I just wanted to go over the lineups real quick, as you mentioned again. For the BSO Fever, it is number 4, Carla Gilbride, number 5, Amanda Keane. Number 8, Arcelia Torres, from what I can tell.
Yep.
And Rachel Jepson was awarded to BSO, so she'll be their 4th player.
Okay, well, it's only got 3 players out there at the moment.
Yeah, okay, well, then maybe she is not here, or she was allotted to another roster last minute. Actually, you know what, I'm sorry, she was allotted to the Sting, it says right here.
Yeah, that's what
so, and then for the Lady
so.
Lions?
Yep.
Bringing those up right now.
So we do have BSO Fever in the foreground of your picture.
So for New York, number 3, Stacey Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine Robertson, number 1.
Yes.
Number 8, Siobhan Lockhart.
Yeah, I would. Siobhan and Stacey would be 2 of the starters, I would say.
Yep. And then number 2, Diane Yee.
Yep.
And then Mariah O'Connor, number 6.
Very good, thank you.
So keep these up if we need to look back at them. But yeah, definitely would imagine it's going to be Stacey and Siobhan Lockhart and possibly
Mariah or Diane.
Yeah, Mariah or Diane starting, and we obviously know the starters for BSO. So.
Yep, they'll be the finishers.
We have not, again, been given the final rosters. This is what we have as of 2 days ago. And you can hear the Lady Lions with their coach in the background getting ready for the game. And they'll be closest to us, it looks like, Tony.
So Mr. Black amongst the women again.
You can always find Black amongst the women. We know that.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, he's coaching the Lady Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. That's.
They're trying to pick up the numbers of the Lady Lions. We'll certainly be able to hear their call, so we'll make things a lot easier.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, you can almost bet that Stacey Jenkins is gonna be out there because this is a game they need to win. If you look at the other teams in this pool, you've got the Lady Lions, and you've got the BSO Fever, and I believe the Aftershock is the 4th. No, that's are they the 3rd team in this pool?
They could well be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to pull up the pool.
We've got 4 on the right wing, 8 in the middle, and 5 on the left wing for BSO Fever. And I'm just trying to remember. We've got Amanda Keane, I think, was 4.
Yeah, Amanda Keane is actually number 5.
5.
And then Carla's number 4, and then Arcelia is number 8. Arcelia Torres.
Arcelia Torres is going to be playing in the middle by the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, down the far end, I can see, as soon as they separate a bit, but I can certainly see number 8 prominent down there at present, but they are still in a huddle on court. So, we were saying coming over, are they going to start on time?
And so?
Well, I guess, well, they're not, but the referees are checking blindfolds now. So we're almost set to kick off the first game of the USABA Goalball Championship.
Yeah.
So
number 8 is Siobhan Lockhart, so we know for sure she'll be on there. And number 2, Stacey Jenkins, will be on there, I can imagine.
Yeah,
so
I'm just waiting for them to spread a little bit, and I'll be able to tell you. It looks like, but it looks like from here that Lockhart is going to be on the left wing and heading that way now. Looks like 5 in the centre for them. But I will stand corrected because, as I said, they do hunch over. And
we don't have a number 5. Maybe number 6?
It may well be.
Or
As I said, they're hunched
yeah.
over at the moment, so very hard to tell.
Can you stand up, please, ladies? All right, here we go.
And we're about to kick off anyway. And it looks like it's going to be BSO who'll start off with the ball. As I said, we are behind the goals at the far end of the venue, so looking forward to this. It's been a long trip, but certainly well worth it. So we've got Torres, Keane and Gilbride for BSO, and it looks like down the far end we've certainly got Lockhart and it looks Stacey.
Number 3, Stacey Jenkins.
Stacey Jenkins, yes. So, and I'm not sure who the other one is, but we will find out. It might be 6 actually. So, trying to work out who the 6 is, and as I said, I'm standing up looking over, so I'll rely on Matt to double check these facts for me. But as I said, it should be a great game, and you know it's nice that
Mariah O'Connor's number 6.
Mariah O'Connor.
Yep.
Beautiful. So, all right, here we go. Ball passed into the centre. First throw down the line, taken by Torres and wide, just outside on the into the C corner. Lockhart now picks it up for the Lady Lions, bouncing cross court ball, but it's going to be picked up easily by Torres. Torres lays it off now to the number 4, which was Gilbride. Goes across court, picked up there. Now that looks like it is actually the 5 on that side. Nice ball down the line, aiming for the A post, but just pushed wide on that occasion by Keane. Keane comes in now, right-handed thrower, goes down the line, well covered and pushed wide by the right winger for the Lady Lions, who is actually number 3. So it is actually Stacey. Then just pushed around the post on that occasion by Keane. It's now takes a pace in towards the centre. Just a straight out throw, and didn't notice because she had a stump, but straight through the gap, suckered into the centre was Lockhart. Lockhart got suckered too far in across. So goal to the Fever, up 1-0. Lady Lions now with the ball. Lockhart aiming to redeem herself, goes across court, but this is going to be well wide. Ooh, wasn't actually, it curved back in a little bit. It was a ball which looked like it was going out but didn't. Again, now we've got Gilbride on the other side of the court, goes down the line. Scramble into the back of the net again. Another goal. A piece of lazy defence there by the Lady Lions. Should have been stopped on that occasion.
Absolutely, and no communication on that loose call, on that loose ball in the back.
No, not at all. So
yeah. Can't be happy with that start. They need to really just kind of calm down and just take a deep breath and be in the game here.
Yep. So anyway, looks like it's in the centre. Lockhart with the ball. Faded left, went right, and now goes back to the right. Cross court ball, but into the rib cage here of Gilbride. Gilbride goes across court. Oh, and it's beaten the centre player again. Lockhart just not stretching out, but Stacey picks the ball up on the wing. There's a scramble on this occasion, but nicely picked up by the number 5 left winger, who of course is Keane. Keane, big cross-court ball, aiming for the C post. Ball's blocked forward. It's almost going to be a ball over, but no, races back and it's going to have to throw herself. And well, she's lucky not to be called for a high ball. A wasted throw, though, straight into the centre, picked up by Arcelia Torres. Torres now with the ball, goes to her right, hooks it further wide, aiming for the BC gap, doesn't get through on this occasion. The ball pushed across, so Mariah with the ball now, goes across court, into the centre again, into the chest of Torres. Torres now lays it off to Amanda Keane. Comes in now, takes a step inside. Cross court ball again, narrow angle. This time much better defence by the centre for the Lady Lions. Got the whole body behind the ball on this occasion. Goes with a quick ball, but straight into the centre. Wasted throw on this occasion. Easy picking for Torres. Lays it off once more again to Keane. Keane now on the left wing, comes in. Goes down the line, quicker ball, scrambling ball. Luckily, the ball's actually gone forward, beaten the defence. They've gone back, thought about having a throw, dropped the ball off. A quick throw on this occasion, and well, it was almost a push, Matt, just to get the ball back into play.
Desperation at that point.
Yeah. So got number 4, of course, who is Gilbride. Gilbride straight down the line, picked up by the left winger for the Lady Lions. Goes across court, a bouncing ball. Again, well, covered by Keane. Keane with the ball now. Comes in, right-handed thrower. Going for the down-the-line shot, but the Lady Lion on the right wing just dropped down, covered it nicely, controlled the ball as well. Comes in now. Discus throw. First one I've seen. Into the centre, though, picked up by Torres. Torres lays it off now to Gilbride. Gilbride. Not much of a throw, not much power, but it's beaten everybody into the back of the net for a goal.
That's what we call the old drive up the middle.
Yeah, and there was nothing on it. There was timeouts being called by the Lady Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Down at present 3-0 with, what have we got here? Around about 8 minutes to go in the first half. So there was a nothing show. It went to the BC gap. Should have had it covered, but hands and feet, and it went just... almost went through untouched.
I think, yeah. I mean, that's where you start to see that you're trying to anticipate too much instead of playing the ball. You got to wait on it. I'm interested to see if what I would do is I would maybe make the move to put Stacey in the middle and try to control the middle of the court a bit more, because right now it's just they're getting 2 easy shots on that side of the court. It's just going through too easily.
Yeah, certainly.
And Keane and Jenkins are right down from each other. So.
Next ball, it's loose, it's in to the goal, and well, look, I had a great view of that, and I don't believe it crossed the line, but they've called it, so the goal has been given. It was right. It was a great ball,
yeah,
but to me it didn't look like it crossed the line. I had a great view of it, but maybe that's what they needed, is cross-court ball on this occasion now from Gilbride. Doesn't get through. Picked up by the right winger, goes back at Gilbride again, going for the same area, but this time her body's there in a way. Controls the ball nicely. Winds up, goes for the big cross-court ball, but that's all going to be just pushed wide of the post. Good ball on that occasion. Lady Lions right winger now with the ball. Number 3 goes down the line. Nice throw there by Stacey, but into Keane. Amanda Keane comes in now. Right-handed throw, aiming for the AB gap, doesn't get through. As an official time, an equipment check. So, don't know what Mr. Black would be saying at the moment to his charges, but...
Well, whatever he said out of that timeout worked, being able to get that goal,
yeah,
right off the spot. It was a great shot, lots of pace on it.
We go now. Next ball, gaming for the AB gap, but doesn't get through on this occasion. The ball's laid off by Torres to Gilbride. Gilbride now gaming for the same gap again. This time the chest of the centre gets across there, keeps the ball out and controls it nicely. It looks like the number 8 Lockhart. Cross-court ball on this occasion, but well out. A line-out being called. The ball drifted out to my right, or to the right as you're looking at the picture. Gilbride now on the right wing. Hooks the ball across, but too much into the centre. Look, people should be throwing better than this, I'm sorry. Ball's laid across to the right winger. Almost got through Torres' feet on that occasion. Ball loose forward. Drops the ball back to Amanda. Amanda with the ball now comes in. Cross-court ball, aiming for the AB gap again. Doesn't get it anywhere near there on this occasion. Too much B. Ball now laid across to the right winger. Comes in now. Cross-court ball. There's a bit of pace on that one there. Controlled by Torres though. Then fumbled, but still picks it up. Lays the ball off now to Carla Gilbride. Carla Gilbride now comes in a cross-court ball into the centre. Lazy piece of easy trapping ball and just let it run ahead of her. Now lays it back off to the right winger. Comes in now for the Lady Lions. Goes down that line. Nice bit of pace on that ball. That's Stacey playing on that right wing for the Lady Lions. There's a discus throw on this occasion from Keane, and she's missed the court by 2-3 metres. So, not a most successful start by her with that her first discus throw. However, long way to go. Left winger now for the Lady Lions. Goes across court. Not a lot on it. Torres flies across the centre, controls it nicely, lays it off to Amanda Keane. Amanda Keane now on the left wing. Goes down the line with a great ball, but controlled on that wing there, and just pushed wide by Stacey. Stacey goes now, nice flat ball, but straight into the centre. Torres drops on it. Lays the ball off now to Carla Gilbride. Carla Gilbride with the ball now. Goes across court. Aiming, and I think they're aiming for the wrong corner. They're going for Stacey's side of the court all the time.
Wow.
It's not the right action. It's a great ball on this occasion. The ball's by up, but controlled. So Stacey now, what's the surname?
Jenkins.
Stacey Jenkins. She's looking better every time I see her throw.
Well, she's starting to get into a good groove offensively, and you're definitely seeing that. And I do agree that BSO needs to look at attacking the other side of the court.
Yep, certainly. Anyway, ball's with the centre now. And there's that was a Buddha throw.
Out at half court.
Out at half court, yep. So, and missed by a long way. So the score is currently 3-1 in favour of BSO over the New York Lady Lions, with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half, 5-16. In fact, Carla Gilbride with the ball on the right wing for BSO Fever. Cross-court ball, but into the...
That must be
an official time.
Whistle.
So...
Either a 10-second penalty?
It actually looks like it...
Inadvertent whistle.
Yeah, that's what it was. So, anyway, we shall carry on. Cross-court ball on this occasion, and the ball's comfortably let go by Carla Gilbride. Ball dropped in front of her now on the right wing. Cross-court ball, but again, not getting enough angle on. Into the centre again. Nicely picked off. Ball with Jenkins now. Goes down the line. She's getting quicker and quicker, and almost got through the feet there of Keane. But Amanda Keane now. She's going to return the favour. No, she's actually pushed it wide, and the ball just came off Jenkins' feet in front of the centre. There's chasing, and ball now dropped back into the left wing. It goes forward, takes a couple of steps. Again aiming for Keane. Keane's able to pick it up on this occasion. Amanda Keane with the ball now on the left wing. Goes down the line into Stacey Jenkins. Controls the ball nicely. Well, then a little fumble, but takes her time. Doesn't look like she gets faster to cross-court ball, but into Torres' chest. Torres now for BSO. Well, she's going to take it through this first throw, apart from the first throw of the game that she's had. Aiming for the BC gap and almost getting through. Great ball on that occasion. Ball laid across to Lockhart, it looks like in the centre. Pushes the ball across, and the ball is out. I do apologise if I make the mistake with the names, because it does happen from time to time. You're listening to the Disability Sports Network, and I've got to reboot the pictures for some reason. They have just stopped working again, so I do apologise. The audio is still going, so we will certainly get back to this as soon as. But we are back on the air now, so we do apologise.
Currently in the midst of an official's time.
Yeah, so
looks like due to excessive noise by the crowd.
Yeah, they shouldn't be keeping on applauding the way they're going. That's what the problem is. Anyway, Lady Lions with the ball, goes down the game. It's up in the air, but bounced forward in front of Gilbride. She picks the ball up now.
Lucky bounce on that one.
Goes across court, and it's going to drift out around about the high ball line at the far end, so no pressure there on the defensive player. Ball with Jenkins now. Jenkins about 2 metres in from the left post. Runs out to the post, aims for the gap. But again, hit Amanda Keane in the midriff. She controls the ball nicely. Back to her post. Goes across court now. Big cross court ball. All into the back of the net. Lovely ball.
Couldn't get a better shot than that.
Suckered in.
Yeah.
A long, long way. So I don't know what the problem was with the internet on this occasion, but we lost the stream. We had the same issue earlier on today, and that was actually a server issue. So the server actually did go down, which was a shame, but we will continue on. And as I said, if it does go down, I will rectify it as quickly as I can. Anyway, now we have Keane with the ball, aiming for the B. Torres just flops on the ball, lays the ball off to Keane. Keane on the left wing for BSO. BSO up now 4-1. A high ball called on Amanda Keane.
3-2, I believe, is the score.
3-2. Let's just have a look and see. No, the score is actually 4-1.
Oh, okay. I think we missed one for them then.
Yep, 4-1.
Anyway, high ball against BSO.
Yep, Amanda Keane to defend. Not going forward to the high ball line. It's defended either, staying back in the regular position, bouncing on one foot to the other foot.
Officials time, issue with the clock.
You've got looks like around about 140 to go in the half, I think it says. Ball comes down, and the ball is blocked by Keane. She dives with her feet and kicks the ball into the grandstand. So there you go.
That's how I used to block them. Still do.
You wouldn't run that far though, would you?
No. Why would you need to? You just kick at it.
Yeah, well there you go. So
Save the energy for later.
lovely piece of work there though, nicely saved. And just to let our people know that unfortunately we can control a lot of things we can't control when the server goes down, as Torres has the ball on the right wing. Torres comes in now, goes down the line with a great ball, but doesn't get through, strolls back to the centre position where she takes it up again. Cross-court ball on this occasion, beats Torres, but into the legs of Keane. Ball heading towards the sideline, blocked out. Now we're back with Amanda Keane on the left wing. Goes for that AB gap, but this time it's kicked forward. The Lady Lions are steadying, so which is good to see. Ball now laid off. Cross-court ball, but a lot of power on it, but straight into Torres. Torres picks it up, strolls back to her position. Goes across court on this occasion, beats the centre player, but nicely picked up on the left wing down there for the Lady Lions. Cross court, great ball down the line, but Carla Gilbride in the way. Time out for BSO. So there you go. So current score 4-1. Late in the second half. I think it's around about 10.1 seconds to go in the half. So now my theory is that the only reason they're going for a timeout is purely and simply to get that. So
get that last shot off before the half.
Yeah, well that's it.
Yeah. What would you do at this point from what you've seen? I mean, are you taking Keane from
no,
the
can
AB?
Sorry, Matt, just to let you know, I've just got a message here from Sean telling me to restart the stream, which I have done in Hall 1. Hall 2 now streaming live. No start as yet.
Excellent.
So, which is good to see. Now it is up and running. So, Sean, if you can let me know that you're receiving it loud and clear, because it's actually showing here that it certainly is going through at the moment. So, late in the second half. Cross-court ball on this occasion, been blocked by the Lady Lions. And actually, I must have misread the clock, because it's actually under... Sorry, it was a minute to go, not 10 seconds to go. High ball called. Well, trying a little bit too hard, do you think, Matt? And that's what's causing the high ball?
I think they're pressing a bit, yeah. I think they're pressing in the situation where they don't need to. Lots of time left in the game.
Oh, look, there certainly is. So, and this time it's
having a lot of clock issues in this first half. I mean, nothing drives me more than being prepared to block a penalty shot and there being an official's time.
Yeah.
So it totally messes with your rhythm.
There's exactly 30 seconds on the clock. Celia Torres standing in the foreground, hands on hips, knees bent. Stacey Jenkins going to take the throw, but it's basically thrown straight to her.
Too easy.
Yeah, Celia Torres wouldn't have had to move 1.5 meters to her right, and literally just dropped down on the ball. And,
I mean, you might as well have just walked across the court and handed it to her.
Yeah, well, this is right. So, which is the way that it is. So, if Sean can let me know if he's getting this through the stream or not, that would be great. As next ball thrown by Gilbride across court, picked up by the centre, lays it off to her left winger for the Lady Lions. Goes across court on this occasion. Oh, scrambling chase, but just pushed wide there by Keane. Keane with the ball now. Goes back into the goals, goes well forward. Doesn't get beat the gap between the AB though. Ball now laid back to Stacey Jenkins. Bouncing ball, bit of a hop on it. But Amanda came a long way forward to take that ball. Amanda Keane, she took that well on the front line as we're into the last 5 seconds of the first half. Will be the last throw by the BSO Fever, and that will be the last throw of the half. So at half time, the current score is BSO Fever 4, New York Lady Lions 1. And I'll hand you over to Matt, while I send or check on a message from Sean.
Thank you, Tony. And again, everybody, you're listening and watching the National Goalball Championships 2015, brought to you by the Disability Sports Network here at the Whitefield Academy in Smyrna, Georgia. It is halftime, now 4-1 in favor of BSO. Certainly a well-attacked first half for BSO. They've been, had a few occasions where they have blocked penalty shots quite easily. New York Lady Lions have missed out on a few chances to take a couple goals up on them. But, for the Lady Lions to be down only 4-1 against a team who has mercied them multiple times, I think they have to be happy with where they're at despite, everything that's happened. And it's the first game jitters, I remember for myself, and Tony, you should probably remember too, those first game jitters always get to you no matter what kind of team you are, whether you're a 10-year veteran team or you're a brand new team. So, it's just great to see them out there and competing. And I know Jerron's going to have some special advice for them going into the second half. He also, called the timeout earlier in the half and got Stacy to score on a great ball. Just need a few more of those in the second half. And BSO, they just need to keep the defense up and not press. Lady Lions are going to have a hard time scoring against them. This needs to be a defensive game for them in the second half.
Okay, look, now I can honestly say that, in my opinion, it wasn't a goal. The entire ball has to cross the line. I don't believe it did. And I can say that because I'm actually looking down over the top of the ball. So now, just to let our listeners know that the stream is up in Hall 2, but there's no start over there yet. So, which is interesting. And of course, that game is going to be between the California Crown and New York Empire. Our next game will actually be the USABA Veterans versus the New Jersey Thunder. So
it's really interesting that they almost looked like they were ready to start when I left that gym. So something must have went wrong.
Yeah, so anyway.
I do know, and I wanted to mention this on air, we do have to thank Georgia Blind Sports for everything they have accomplished. I know that they are running around with their heads cut off right now trying to figure stuff out. It sounded, from what I could tell, like one of their volunteer coordinators was injured in a car accident last night, and so we send our thoughts with them. And I know they're trying to pull together today and to get this thing going. So kudos to them, and look forward to the rest of the weekend.
Okay, now I can let you know for the Lady Lions, of course, I echo your sentiments, Matt, exactly. We have 1, 3, and now it looks like either 6 or 8. It looks like
8 is Lockhart, 6 is Mariah O'Connor.
No, it's actually 8. I think it is 8.
So that's Siobhan Lockhart?
Yeah, so Lockhart it is in the centre.
And I imagine Stacy on number 3 staying on court?
On the left wing, and number 1 in right wing.
And I can confirm that for you if you just give me 1 sec.
Yeah, look, I certainly can. I know. Is it Diane Yee?
No, maybe. Hold on.
Look, I'm, as I said, going off memory here. There we go. We've got
that is Jasmine Robertson, number 1.
Jasmine Robertson,
so
number
she'll
1.
get her first action.
Fantastic.
And obviously no changes from what we can tell on BSO.
Well, they've got no subs.
Well, there you go.
So Torres in the centre still, and no, there might be a change in the centre actually. I wouldn't have thought so. No, there's not. So 2 was out. So
that was number 2 for New York. That was Diane Yee, who was on.
Diane Yee was out, and so now we've got Robertson, Lockhart, and Jenkins for the Lady Lions, and of course we've still got Torres, Keane, and Gilbride. Lockhart passes the ball off to Jenkins. Jenkins now for New York on the left wing. It's a nice ball. Just got the tape, very close to a high ball, but well judged is what I meant to say. The ball now passed across to Keane. Amanda Keane comes in, goes down the line. Jasmine Robertson blocks the ball and blocks it wide on this occasion. Playing on the right wing now. Picks the ball up, number 1 for the Lady Lions. Bit of work to do for them. Just almost a push down the line on that occasion. No run up at all. Almost a push. And straight into Keane. Keane now again hammering at her once more. The left hand came out and punched the ball out of court from Robertson. Jasmine Robertson now with the ball once again. Goes across court on this occasion. It's Torres stretches it. Looked like it was going to go into Gilbride's chest. Those long arms came out from Torres and stopped it, but then passed it across to Gilbride into the centre. Lockhart does the cleaning up and passes the ball across to Jenkins. Jenkins with the ball now. Lovely ball, fast ball straight into the back of the net. This girl can throw.
Absolutely.
Quietly.
Yep. Jerron Black exploding with excitement on the bench.
Yeah, that was a great ball too. It actually beat Torres, who was slow, and also Carla Gilbride, and split the gap. Beautiful AB ball. Cross-court ball on this occasion by Keane. Well picked up by Lockhart. Again, lays it off to Stacey Jenkins. Jenkins goes for the same angle again and almost gets through again. This time the arm of Torres stops the ball. Stands back up on her feet. Slow as you like. Runs right and thought was going to hook it back, but didn't. Stayed just inside the post and blocked by Jenkins again. Jenkins goes too much to be on this occasion. Still had a lot of power in the shot though. Ball now laid off to Gilbride again. She'll be seething after letting that goal through. Goes across court. This occasion blocked by Lockhart. Lockhart's going to take the throw herself from centre. Comes in now. Aiming for that gap. So they've got a plan to hit that gap because a number of throws have gone there. The ball's been passed across now to Keane. Amanda Keane goes down the line. Great work by Robertson on the right wing. Just stretches the arms out and keeps the ball out. Oh, interesting throw. Lucky the ball went out. So,
see, I think New York's made a good move here, moving Jenkins onto the left side over here, attacking
the
that
left
AB.
wing.
Yeah,
Certainly it looks that way. Lockhart with the ball now in the centre.
Into the AB gap for the Fever. And ball's picked up.
Thanks, Matt. Back into the centre now. And Lockhart does the chasing. His ball's lost forward. Lays the ball back off now to Robinson. Oh, Jasmine Robertson, who just pushes the ball back. Keane drops down on the ball. Loses control of it. Tried to take it a bit too easily. Rips in with the ball. A cross-court ball off the fingers of Lockhart into the chest of Keane. Keane picks it up now on the left wing. Goes right to her post. She's going to go that AB gap again. Now this time she's gone more to B and Torres picks it up nicely. So the score is currently 4-2 in favour of BSO Fever with around about 8:51 to go in the game. Cross-court ball on this occasion into the waiting arms of Robertson, who's done a solid job on this wing. They've attacked this wing. She wants to be careful though. She's flirting with that high ball line. Next ball, it's just straight down to the centre. Blocked on this occasion and laid off to Amanda Keane. Amanda Keane goes across court into the chest on this occasion of Lockhart. Lockhart now goes across. Oh, hooks it dramatically.
Yeah. I think she kind of
out.
just hooked that one off her hand when she was going to the left.
Now I hope I'm doing this well, I think it certainly looks like number 8 to me on court. Anyway, next ball. Oh, it's gotten through the defence almost on that occasion. Substitution or timeout? Timeout has been
New
called.
York, yeah. I think you're right on number 8 because number 2 is the one that came off for number 1, Robertson. So
yeah, it certainly looks like
and
number 8 to me.
And she's come on to give them some good defense on that right wing. She's really shut down Amanda Keane on that line.
Oh, look, and they're certainly aiming for her.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, and that's where you would think that they would go offensively if you're the coach of BSO.
You would. I
yeah.
mean, and that's the idea. That's the place to go. That's where you need to hit.
Well, you always test the new player when they come off the bench.
Yeah, certainly. You're listening to Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability, and of course watching it on DSN TV. My name's Tony Telfer. His name is Matthew Hines. We're proudly brought to you by the PA people, and we have the support of the IPSA Goalball subcommittee. And there's a premature throw.
No, I think somebody just likes the rubber ducky over there.
Anyway. Oh, they've tripped over each other.
Yeah, Stacey tried to come around and make a move behind the center.
Yeah, and tripped over.
Tripped over. Went out.
Lockhart.
Went out on the left post.
Go. Gilbride now with the ball. Goes down her line, but blocked on this occasion.
Gilbride
I think I need some water or something. The next ball has been sent down. Blocked on this occasion by Keane. Keane now throws the ball straight out. Almost takes out the goal judge. Robertson, who's done well since she's come on court, actually, on this right wing for the Lady Lions, stands. Aims for the BC gap. Torres, late dive, cuts it off nicely. Picks the ball up slowly, gets back to her feet. She's going to take the throw herself. This time she's aiming for Stacey Jenkins. I don't know why you would, but anyway, Jenkins now. She runs slightly to her left, thankfully. Otherwise she would have taken out Lockhart in the centre. So
Tony, we've just had a Coca-Cola delivered to the table for you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Obviously, that was you, was it? Thank you.
I'm always here to, help out in any way I can.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Absolutely. So we continue play here?
We are, yeah. I'm not sure what the whistle was actually for. Don't believe it was a substitution, was it?
No. I think that was just official clarification.
Anyway, the ball's been thrown out wide, blocked back in by, or passed back into Amanda Keane, discus throw, cross-court ball, nice ball. Jenkins is there to pick it up nicely on the left wing for the Lady Lions. Jenkins this time runs across and she's going to go, so perilously close.
It almost worked.
Great ball. And then I say that there because I could see when where our broadcast position is, it looked like she was going to take out Jasmine Robertson.
Awfully close.
Yeah, about 6 inches in it. Goes down the line but pushes the ball out wide on this occasion. So the score remains 4-2. And look, the Lady Lions, Black's got to be beside himself as a coach because they're doing exceedingly well after falling away to a bad start. So anyway, Robertson lays it off to Lockhart. Lockhart with the ball now. Goes down the centre. Ball kicked forward. Is it going to be a ball over, is it? There's a racing time, but no. Picked up by Torres. Torres lays the ball off now. Back to Keane. Keane goes across court into Lockhart in the centre. Lockhart covers up nicely. Lays the ball off to Stacey Jenkins. Jenkins with the ball now. Left hand at the right hand throw. Goes across court. A great ball on this occasion. But the arms come out of Keane and stop the ball from going into the net. She sends the ball back into the centre, into Lockhart's chest. Lockhart picks it up nicely. She's going to take the throw herself. Winds up. Goes down the BC gap and perilously close to scoring again. They're just feet are coming out at the last split second. The next ball's been thrown wide and it's a line out. So, Matt, they're holding their own in this half, or they're up in this half.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you got to be happy from where their standpoint is.
Yep. Next ball, there's up, and they've been unlucky because
dangerously
that
close.
ball could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, Keane goes with the ball now, this time aiming for the AB gap, but Robertson and Lockhart do it.
That's team effort right there.
Lockhart picks the ball up and throws the ball, and the ball's come off Keane's feet, luckily into the back of Torres and then back to Keane. Keane goes across court on this occasion. Stacey Jenkins, she's not going to get through there.
No.
I'm sorry, she comes across now. And, yep, that's a little bit better. This ball here beats Acelia Torres in the centre into Keane, but now Torres has the ball. She goes to her right to take the throw. Sends it straight down the gap between Jasmine Robertson and Lockhart. So not much of a throw there, but successfully done. So now have we had any word on anything happening over in Hall 2, Matt?
No, I was just greeted by John Mulhern, who was letting us know that the stream is up and running, and it sounds like they got the games going over there, but no updates as of yet. So we will look forward to get that up for you as soon as possible with an update. But check out Gym 2 once when we are in breaks in this action as well.
That's it. So
that is the Empire of New York against the California Crown in Gym 2 as we speak right now.
That's it. So the current score, well, it's still showing 4-2, but it should actually be 5-2.
Yes, it should be 5-2.
And now it is actually showing... No, it's still showing 4-2. For some reason, I don't know the reason for that. But next ball's bounced into the back of the net. Lovely throw there by Lockhart.
That doesn't. There's no way that was Lockhart. Wow, that's crazy.
No, it actually wasn't. It was. I was actually watching the ball because I missed the throw, but then I saw Stacey Jenkins going back. She's taken.
It should be 5-3. I mean,
It should be 5-3. Yes, that's correct.
4-3 though is the.
They've
score.
got it here. 4-3.
It'll be interesting to see how that comes out.
Maybe the goal wasn't allowed for some reason.
Maybe.
But they haven't said a clarification at all.
No. Okay.
Anyway, the ball with Jenkins now goes across court. Oh, this time just pushed wide. Now, I'm not one to knock the referees, but anyway, I'll tell you that when we get break of play, remind me, Matt. It's just about the referee's positioning on the court.
Absolutely.
Ball thrown by this time through Lockhart. Lockhart this time does beat the Acelia Torres, but into the chest of Amanda Keane. Amanda Keane goes across court. Well, great job by Lockhart in the centre. Lays the ball off now to Jenkins. Stacey Jenkins goes with the AB gap. Doesn't get it through on this occasion, though.
We've got a
So
timeout now.
timeout BSO with 3:34 to go in the game. And, well, let's face it, Matt, it really is anybody's game.
It really is at this point. You know, anybody's guess as to what happened with that fifth goal, but I mean, at this point right now, it's 4-3. The Lady Lions have all the momentum at this point, and you can see BSO Fever is kind of on their heels a little bit as we get into the late stages of this game. But right now, they just need to take a breath, calm down, you know, isolate Stacey Jenkins, make her expend a lot of energy. And that's when you get people to make mistakes.
And I actually just went to open the drink that was kindly bought for me, and it's just gone everywhere.
You always making a mess, bro. I don't even know what to say about you.
Wasn't the one that you threw down before, was it?
No, it was not. I promise. That was 2 nights ago, even if it was.
Next ball goes down, aiming for the centre of between the centre gap between Lockhart and also Stacey. On this, Stacey's actually changed wing. She's now gone back to the right wing, and she's peppering that gap. She's actually peppering the gap between Amanda Keane and Celia Torres. Cross-court ball, picked up by Lockhart. Lockhart goes back to her central position to take the throw. Goes around slightly to the right, makes Amanda Keane stretch. She got it there in her hands. Pushes the ball across now to Torres. Torres runs out, hooks it back, and nicely blocked out on this occasion. As now, just have a look and see what's happened here. So we've got Robertson's gone across to the left wing now. A nice ball too, and it's just been pushed wide on that occasion by Keane. Keane with the ball. Discus throw, a cross-court ball out before the halfway line. Almost took out a spectator in jeans and a pink shirt.
Hey, man, that's a pretty good description.
So,
excellent.
Stacey Jenkins has gone over and she's taken the ball. And rightfully so. She goes for the gap between Torres and that's got to be a ball over. Oh, referee, you're joking. If the ball goes over the high ball line out, that is a ball over.
That's awful.
Oh dear. Sorry. Anyway. Jenkins with the ball, big cross-court ball, beats Torres, but into Kilbride. Kilbride with the ball now. Carla Gilbride, I should say. There's a nice ball thrown back by Gilbride, but Lockhart's good enough to pick the ball up. Next ball, cross-court ball into the rib cage of Gilbride. And if any of our listeners are in the area, could you please bring me a wet cloth, as I'm extremely sticky at the moment due to a drink that did explode. And there's a timeout for New York, so I'll hand it to you.
I could find a stray cat maybe to come and clean you up, Sony. I don't really know what we can do for you at this point, but I'll put a feeler out to my my crack team behind the scenes here.
Well, that's right. If we can get something just to
if anybody's listening, Tony needs a wet wipe, a washcloth, whatever you got, a sweaty Goalball towel, just anything at this point, because my man's covered in sugar Coke.
Yeah, so.
Okay, well, where do you go from that? BSO Fever, they got to just lock it down here.
Yeah, well, we've got just over a minute to go, and it's currently, the score is currently, 4-3, but we believe it should be 5-3. However, having said that, that's part and parcel. Anyway, Lady Lions go with the quick throw on that occasion, and that was, in fact, by... Well, we've got to change here because... And unfortunately, they've just chipped it in. Not the best of move. It was actually... Because we actually had... Amanda has actually... Stacey has actually moved into the centre, obviously to try and get quick throws, and the ball's actually a cross-court ball, and it's actually come off the fingertips of Robertson into the post and into the back of the net. So, bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But we shall see what happens. Next ball, big effort ball that certainly was there by Jenkins. Look, these girls from New York, they're not that far behind. There's a good ball across court, though, by Gilbride. Picked up, though, by Lockhart. Lockhart now on the right wing. Hooks the ball across. Torres got there, but... Well, I think they're not doing as comfortably as what they thought they would. Great ball picked up there by Lockhart. Now, if I was Jenkins, I'd be across there to take that ball.
Absolutely.
But she's not. Lockhart's taking the throw. As we're down to 41 seconds to go in the remaining in the game. Ball off Keane into Torres. Runs out to her right, throws the ball straight out. So, next ball now. Drop back in, right hand side. Winds up. There's a nice ball down there, straight to the back of the net. Lovely ball. This girl can play, let me tell you.
Absolutely.
This young lady.
She's not going without a fight.
No, not at all. Straight through, again, the BC gap. So, Celia Torres not pushing herself over as much as she could. So, the score is currently 5-4. And, well, not very long to go, about 22 seconds, I think. Anyway, we'll soon see it. So, 20 seconds to go. Cross-court ball by Torres. And smart work there by Jerron Black.
Giving himself one more chance, yeah.
Wanders in his socks and slippers into the centre.
I've told him time and time again, slippers with socks, not a good fashion statement, man. Get rid of the socks.
Well, it's like the tourists back home in Australia. Always wear the thongs with socks. And for the life of me, I cannot work out why.
I don't either. I mean, why do you need the socks? What, you can't show your legs? What's up with that?
Keep their feet warm, I guess, but...
man, this is summertime. It's 100 degrees outside.
Well, this is right. So, and great to have so many listeners that are around and about. It's a pleasure to have you on board listening to the coverage here tonight. Of course, it will continue on for the next 2 days. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what she can do here. Quick ball across court. Beats Torres. The ball's loose. And that was almost a high ball. Oh, and unfortunately, the goal has gone into the corner. So, certainly not young Robinson's fault. It's not her fault. It's one of those things. It was a case of all or nothing, as this will be it, the last play of the game, and the final score is 6-4 according to the scoreboard. But Matt, we believe it is actually 7-4.
And again, that goal earlier, you could even argue about that as well. But nonetheless, congratulations to BSO.
Yeah, they did get the win. So BSO, first win. Our next game will be the game between the Vets and also, should know off the top of my head, but I don't. So let me go into the scoreboard.
USA Vets and New Jersey Thunder, I believe.
Yeah, USA Vets and Thunder due to start at 10-2. But considering now it's already 5 past the hour, I'm not sure how long the break will be. They generally will have to have a few minutes, but until then, it's live from Atlanta. My name's Tony Telfer, and I'm joined by Matt Hines. And of course, the next game is the game between New Jersey Thunder and the USABA Vets.
Now, just to let you know, Tony, I am pulling up those rosters right now so we can get those.
Fantastic. And unfortunately, I'm still sticky because I couldn't find anywhere to get rid of my stickiness after a bottle of Coke just exploded on me. So, if any of our listeners aren't that far away, come and tell me all about them. So I can see this until we've got 9, 3, and 2 on court. Looks like. So I've got 9, 3, and 2 here for the Thunder. So, and I'm not sure who they are. I'll let Matt will have the roster.
Okay, so number 1 is Jeremy Capati. Number 3 is Kevin Banneker. Number 4, Vincent Hedgepeth. Number 2, Jason Capati. Number 9, Dan Palmadessa.
So a high ball number 2, so that would be Jason Capati.
Yep.
For the Thunder, and he's on court with Kevin Benica and also number 9, which was
Dan Palmadessa.
Dan Palmadessa. Anyway,
we'll get to the other lineups after the penalty.
Penalty to be taken by, looks like there's a bouncing ball, but well blocked by Capati.
Okay, so for number 1 for the USA veterans, that would be Kaz Huerta, Dave Bagoni, Izzo Chris. I'm sorry, Chris Innes, and that's number 2. And then number 8, Calvin Poole.
So we've got Palmadessa now with the ball, a cross-court ball into the centre, chased by number 1 for the veterans, lays the ball off. And a cross-court ball which is out on this occasion, a rushed decision. Right, we've got, again, Palmadessa with the ball, goes down the line, into the chest, wraps him up like a pretzel around a... oh, anyway, this is the number 5. So that's, high ball has to be. Yeah, it's a very high ball. It almost landed at the halfway line, so which was and looking to fight himself into the centre now. We have all the Thunder now, having not seen a lot of the vets or any of the vets, but having heard their recent scores, they're improving, but I don't know whether they're up to the Thunder standard.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like we talked on our
and the ball's been thrown out by Kevin Benica. On
our pre-tournament show today, we talked about Kaz and Calvin really stepping up for them, and so it'll be interesting to see how they fare against New Jersey here.
Well, bouncing ball beats Benica on this occasion and almost got through Palmadessa. Anyway, Dan Palmadessa now with the ball, goes across court into the centre, picked up by the 1. Ball over has been called. So, the ball has been lost. Dan Palmadessa with the ball now. And they did commit the Cardinals in throwing the ball out on a penalty. Oh, goes down, it's up and over the back, into the back of the net. Unfortunately, up and over the top of... Now, let's see, number 1 out there, I believe. So...
Is that number 1 for...
number 1 for the veterans.
For the veterans?
Over the top of him.
I think that was Kaz Huerta. I'll double check that.
Oh, no, actually, it's 7, sorry. Over
Number
the top of 7. Next ball, thrown into the centre. Picked up by Benica. Lays the ball off now to Capati. And this is Jason. Long ball called, number 2.
Our first long ball of the tournament.
So he's settling down over it. Now gets himself ready. Bouncing, he's going to go into the back of the net. Lovely ball there, and that was by number 1, who's playing in the centre. I think is that Word and number 1? I think Matt. I think
that is.
Anyway,
just
score
looking
is
here.
1-1. Unless it goes across court, up and into the back of the net, kicked it off by the centre.
Yeah, that's Kaz Huerta, number 1.
Yeah, ball's been kicked into the back of the net, so
Number
they're
5.
getting the ball, just not getting there. Score is 2-1. 7 goes across court, ball pushed out, line out has been called. Ball dropped in now, and it's going to be Palmadessa with the ball. Runs across court, walks across court, and promptly throws the ball out. Now, you don't have to do anything where you go to and take a different angle. You just throw the ball the same way. Don't try and do anything different.
No.
Ball into the centre. Benica stops the ball on this occasion. He's going to take the throw himself and then thought better of it. Passes off to Jason Capati. Goes to the flat ball into Werder. Lays it off now to the 7, who is... I'll find out who that is, actually. 7, I thought it was Calvin Poole, but I'm not sure. Next ball, again by Capati, goes down that line, but 7 is there for the veterans on the right wing. Bouncing ball straight through into the back of the net, straight through between Benica and also Capati. Now, well, current score is New Jersey Thunder 2, Vets 2. So good performance. The ball's thrown down, picked up by the right winger, lays it off to the centre, pushes it into the centre for the far end. Benica picks it up. He's going to take the throw himself on this occasion. No, lays it off on this. No, he's taking it. Goes with a discus throw, a slow discus throw, but
Still worked.
successful.
Yeah.
Oh no, well, and I guess this is one of the things I compare everybody's discus action to. One Urki Minala, who's probably the best exponent of the discus I've ever seen.
Ain't no Urkies in this tournament, man.
No, certainly not. The next ball's been blocked forward and blocked and out for a ball over. Left winger now. Lays it off to the centre for the fence. And goes with a discus throw, bouncing ball up and over the back of Capati into the back of the net again. They've really got to do something. Yeah, we go 2 out for it, and rightfully so. You know, I don't. What can you say? I mean, he's led in the goals, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make a pull early.
Yeah, that's it. So Benica in the centre. So number 4 coming into the game for the Thunder. And we'll let you know who that is in just a few moments. And it's not his brother anyway. It's not Jeremy. I don't believe. Flat ball aiming for the A corner. Ball blocked forward on this occasion. Ball now with him once again. Cross-court ball, bouncing ball, but it's going to be wide on this occasion. Dan Palmadisa, another stretches out, doesn't get through him on this occasion. So now we see Dan with the ball. Goes a cross-court ball into the centre. It's going to be a ball over. So much so that the player didn't worry about moving to chase it. It reminded me of that day when I played in the centre and never chased a ball.
The balls chase you.
Didn't stop many either. Palmadesa again goes across court on this occasion. Nicely picked up by the centre, and I think it is actually Werder in the centre, number 1. So we do have 1, 7, and I think it's 5 on court down the far end for the Vets. So, anyway, Palmadesa this time goes forward, throws the ball down. Substitution for the Vets. 3 in. It was 2 out. 2 was the other number.
3 and 2 out. Yep.
So we've now got 2, 1, and 7 in. Back when I used to have a bet, they were the numbers I used in the horses.
Well, speaking of weird noises, I hear somebody making a Chewbacca noise in the crowd. I wonder what that's all about.
I don't know, but I do apologise. Our stream has gone down again, so that means I actually have to reboot it, which is going to happen a bit, apparently. Well, that's what it appears at the moment, which is very, very frustrating from our point of view. See, and we'll see whether we should be back in a moment, and we're back up and running. So there we go. So I do apologise, folks, but we are back up. Stream is back. So, oh, a great ball there by Dan Palmadesa. Now,
Dan
who was
Palmadesa,
the number 4?
number 9 for New Jersey is Palmadesa.
Who was the number 4 who came on, Matt?
I think didn't number 3 come out and number 2 came on?
No, 2's out. No, for New Jersey I'm referring to.
Oh, for the veterans?
No, for New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey? Okay. Let's see.
Yep. So Palmadesa now with the ball.
Let's get the rosters back
Great
up.
ball down the line on this occasion. So, next ball blocked by Palmadesa. Palmadesa now with the ball. Sets himself up. Goes across court on this occasion into the centre. So I'm going to chase it. Thought about it. Then had second thoughts, and yes, finally does, and releases the throw. Aiming for Palmadesa down on the A corner. Doesn't get through on this occasion, though.
Number 4 is Vincent Hedgepeth.
There you go. And there's a wild throw by Benica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, Yeah,
tries
to do a little bit too much. Action's an interesting action too, I must say.
Number 4?
No, for Kevin Benniker.
Oh, yeah, he's got a really interesting kind of approach to his... Something I've not really seen.
So Vincent now with the ball, goes in towards the centre. It's off the fingers and into the back of the net. It's a bit of a shame on that occasion. The score is now 5-3 in favour of the Thunder. Vets are doing quite well though, halfway through the first half. And the bouncing ball into the centre. Picked up again by Benniker, thought about throwing, then lays it off to Palmadessa. Palmadessa now with the ball. Comes in, goes across court, straight through the gap and into the back of the net. So the score is now 6-3. And, well, the Vets are doing well, but...
They're certainly having an easy time keeping pace, but not much defense in this game on either play.
No defense is optional. Oh, Benniker very lucky there. The ball flicked up and bounced, and his feet managed to keep the ball forward. Vincent now with the ball. Throws the ball straight into the chest of the right winger, number 7 for the Veterans. The ball now sets himself. Cross-court ball. And this goes in and out. So timeout, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get some analysis from Mr. Hines.
Well, I can tell you that, I mean, at this point, I think a lot of people would agree that both these teams are pretty equal playing field offensively and defensively, with maybe the exception of the offensive ability more favoring New Jersey with Dan Palmadessa and Kevin Banneker. Those guys have kind of been the mainstay offensive players. And they're going to need offense because they've lost a lot losing Tito and Dan Galan on defense in this team. And like we mentioned before, Vince can bring some goals off the bench. The only problem with USAVA, they just don't have a lot of players who have been in the game a while who can control the team on the court. So we'll see who can step up for them.
It certainly will be interesting to see what happens from here on in. So anyway, currently down 6-3, and look, it's a couple of goals they've got to them, the Veterans, but they've just managed to flick them over, which has certainly caused the major issues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, here we go. Kick off now. Palmadessa goes for the BC gap, doesn't get through on this occasion, pushed out by Veterans defence. Ball now on the right wing, throws it down, but that ball's out, and that will be a line out too. The ball now dropped back into play. That's by number 4 for the Veterans. Palmadessa now with the ball. It's down, aiming again for that same gap, but the same result as the last time. Off the chest, controlled by the number 4 for the Veterans, and throws the ball out for a line out. So everything's just repeated itself.
Yep, every day is exactly the same when it comes to these two teams.
Yep. So wind up by Palmadessa, goes for the same shot again. This time it's off the legs of the centre who got across to it, and that is Casverda. Goes with the ball now, aiming for that gap. Beats Kevin Benniker, but into the legs of Palmadessa, who keeps the ball out for the Thunder. Winds up now. This time it's a cross-court ball. Casverda blocks it for the Veterans. With the ball now. He's going to take this throw himself as he's in the centre. Winds up. Bouncing ball into the centre once more. Benniker does the chasing. Lays the ball off now to Vincent. Ball's come across into the back of the net for another goal, which is a bit of a shame. But so all going well at the moment. So for the Thunder are now currently up 7 goals to 3. It's a cross-court ball into the Benniker. Benniker kicks the ball out and it's wide. Ball's dropped in now. Palmadessa goes with a cross-court ball. It's happening. No, it's not. It bounced forward and just bounced wide. Could have gone anywhere then. Off the chest of the 7 right winger for the Vets. Ball now goes across and takes a couple of steps in towards the centre. Comes in. Hesitates. Okay, timeout must have been called. Yeah, there's been a timeout called. I didn't hear the call, so timeout. Currently with around about 4:24 to go in the first half, and it's currently 7-3 in favour of the Thunder.
I would say with the veterans here, Kaz is really their main offensive option at this point. Unfortunately, they don't really have the capability at this point to move around a lot on offense to try to get some different angles. So, I mean, they just got to keep attacking.
Well, that's it. Now, Matt, did you organise me some wet ones?
I just sent a message through, so hopefully we can get some wet ones over here. I can tell you in the other gym, the Empire and California Crown game is over, but I do not have a score from that game yet. But that gym feed is up and running for people who want to click over to DSN TV 2. But why would you want to do that when you have such wonderful sounding voices as me and Tony on the air right here?
Yes. And, well, I don't know what the situation is. A couple of the vets are just relaxing like they're in the cornfield on an elbow. And we've got the right winger now taking the...
Can you use that to clean off?
taking the show. Bouncing ball off Bennica. No, that's all right. No, I can't. I've got nothing to put it in. I need something to wipe with. Otherwise, there'll be water everywhere. Cross-court ball from one of the veterans. Oh, off the post and out. Magnificent ball. And, well, there's been a change of position here. Vincent's actually gone across to the right wing. Oh, no, he's now back there. So it was just for that one throw. Palmadessa now goes to the ball, cross-court ball, and off the pushed into the post and out. So they're hanging in there, the vets. They could have been down a couple more, but not at this stage. They're doing well. Cross-court ball. The off the ball has been blocked forward by Palmadessa with the ball now. Winds up, goes across court. This time he's hit the gap, and it opened up like the Sydney Heads.
Or the Red Sea, for those who don't know anything about Sydney.
Yeah, well, that's true. Sorry, it's a
That's okay.
it's a force of habit to do.
Sydney Heads. Maybe you want to explain that to our listeners.
I will. What it is, of course, the entrance to the Sydney Harbour.
The harbour.
And it's, yes.
That's a big entrance.
Yeah, it is, and that's what it opened up like that. So, and you could see it about halfway down the court. That's what was going to happen, and unfortunately for the vets, that's what did happen. But there's a great ball down the line, but blocked out by Kevin Bennica with 15-13 to go in the first half. It's currently 8-3 at the moment in favour of New Jersey. Ball over on this occasion. So that was off Vince. I'll call him Vince because I can never remember his surname. So bouncing ball on this occasion into Bennica. Bennica now gets up and does the chasing. Drops the ball back. Vince with ball now. Standing, well, flick action. And picked up there by the right wing of the 7 for the Vets. Lays it off to Kaz Verder in the centre. Goes across court ball, but the ball just missing the post at the right hand as I look at it, or the A corner from the far end. Now there's been a substitution here. I thought there had, because number 1 has come on for the Thunder. So that's what the delay was.
And that's Jeremy Capati.
Yeah, so Jeremy's on. Another ball over on this occasion.
Got the lovely Tash listening in from Australia. She says hello, everyone.
Hello, Tash.
She says that we're putting her to bed with our smooth voices.
Well, that's a bit strange.
Yeah, because shouldn't she be waking up at this time?
Well, yeah, it'd be,
she must have just come up from the club or something.
Yeah.
Don't know what she's doing.
Well, it is a party town, Perth.
That's true. Well, that's all there is to do. They're in line for gold.
Right, the next ball laid off to the right winger for the Vets into the centre. Bennica picks the ball up nicely. He's going to take this throw himself. So he didn't quite often do that, but then changes his mind. Goes with the discus throw. Bouncing ball into the centre. Verda stops it nicely. Does the chasing. Drops the ball off to the 7 on the right wing for the Vets. Sends the ball across court ball. No accuracy there on this occasion. Almost takes out the New Jersey Thunder bench. Ball back in there with Jeremy Capati. Jeremy comes in. Cross court ball. And, well, no direction there whatsoever. It's almost like they're playing out to half time at the moment with 1:15 to go in the half. Cross court ball gained by Verda. Again missing at the A post. Jeremy Capati with the ball now. Comes in. That's a better angled ball. It's up. Is it going to get into the back of the net?
Yep.
Yes, it
It's
is. It was a much better direction on that ball. Had a bit of, not a lot, but enough hop just to get up and over the prone body there of the right winger, number 7.
Yep. Leaning back and the top spin ate him up.
Oh, another goal.
They threw the ball in the zone net.
10-3.
Like that.
Well, they've put it 9-3 still.
I think there's a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, there is. And, well, look, my argument would be, was play called?
I think it was, yeah. Although at the same time, if the ball is given to the player before play starts, technically, if they throw it in the goal, that should be a goal.
Yeah. Well, they do. It is 10-3, so there you go. Bouncing ball into Benniker. Benniker in the centre. They will get through into the second half, but how far we don't know. There's 45 seconds to go. Next ball down the line and, well, off the post and out. Ball dropped back in now. Brent goes across with the ball from the left wing into Benniker. This will almost be the last action. Oh, no, not quite. No, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
That's okay, Tony. We know you like to.
Vince now goes down the line, doesn't get beat the defence of the right winger. I'll welcome him to the right wingers union.
He has 6 cats, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
Bringing knowledge about our players here.
Sarah Telford, don't you get any ideas about having 6 cats?
That's 6 cats, Sarah.
We've already got 3.
Well, hey, if you have 3, why not 6?
No. Bouncing ball on this occasion into the centre, and that will complete the first half. So at half-time, the current score is New Jersey Thunder 10, USABA Veterans 3.
Certainly lots of contributions from New Jersey Thunder all over the place in this half, from Jeremy Capati, from Jason Capati, from Kevin Banneker, from Vince. Kind of a team effort. And, not a lot having to be done by Dan Palmadessa here. I think a lot of people expected him to be...
Dan Palmadessa still scored most of the goals.
Yeah, he did. But I think a lot of people are surprised that they were able to get contributions from those other guys. I mean, that's a good sign for New Jersey, because normally a lot of the offense does fall on Dan. So it's good to see. For the veterans, they've been able to put up 3 goals, but unfortunately they're just having trouble keeping pace. And honestly, they should be able to defend these balls. They're not overwhelming. They've faced harder throws and done just as better. So we need to see them pick up the defense in the second half. And you are still here. You should be finding a bathroom, man, to clean off.
Well, I am.
You're dedicated to the stream.
Well,
this is it. You guys have no idea how sticky Tony is right now. I mean, he looks like he just crawled in King's Cross to, on his belly, essentially. It's really disgusting.
Yeah, well, there you go.
See, that's karma, man. What'd you do? Did you walk over a black cat on a broken mirror today?
Okay. And I don't know, but hello to Sally. Good to have you listening as well, Sally. You sent a message through on Skype.
Hey, Sally.
As I said, I haven't actually got the chat room up at present, purely and simply because I don't want to have too many windows open. I need the ones that I need open at present, because I want to conserve our stream power for what's important, which is obviously what you're listening to us for, and that, of course, is to bring you the Goalball tournament, which is exactly what we're here to do, and we trust that you're enjoying our coverage of the USABA 2015 Goalball National Championships from Atlanta on Disability Sports Network, showcasing the ability in disability. And so anyway, let's get back to the game. I think we've got another message actually come through. And it's from Sean. And hello to Mr. King, who happens to be listening as well. So good to have you on board, Troy. And Troy, if you can send me some wet ones, I'd really appreciate it.
Actually, you know what, man? I got you covered. I just sent Jerron Black after some wet wipes or wet paper towels or
sensational.
hose for you. So
thank you very much.
We'll get this worked out in a minute. So
it's actually, if it was just me, I wouldn't worry about it. But I don't. As you know, I'm very fussy about my equipment, and that's what's causing the issues at the moment. So, but Anyway, let's get ready. Well, so what's going to happen here? As I said, I'd like to see the vets, well, hang out for a bit longer. All right. Now, Matthew, if you're listening, we have on court for the vets. We have one. What number's that? 1, 3, and 1, 2, and 3 on court. More hair on me than anything. So the centre looks like a bit of a rock star with all the long hair.
And I've just got a score update from Gym 2. The California Crown defeated the New York Empire 12-2 in a mercy in the second half.
12-2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a bit of a shock, isn't it? Don't you think, with the Empire going down like that?
No shock at all, actually, over here.
Oh, well, there you go.
Empire, I mean, they unfortunately are kind of man down this weekend. So.
Well, there you go. Anyway, here we go. So 10-3 in favour of the Thunder. The Thunder from New Jersey, not the Thunder from down under.
Yeah. Although they wish they were down under.
Yeah, so got number 2 now for the vets. Winding up, goes down the line. Looks like we've still got Vince
Henchpeth, number 4.
No, it actually looks like number 3's back on court, which is Jason Capati.
Yep.
And I think we've got the brothers Capati on.
Number 1 and number 2? Or number 1 and number 3, I mean?
We do have the Capati brothers with Kevin Benniker in the centre, I believe. Hang on, let me just see. No, it might have been a huge sub because it doesn't look like Benniker. I'll have to wait and see when he stands up. Next ball passed across. So they've called a penalty, I think. No. So Werner to defend. I don't know what the call of that was.
Looks like it might have been an eye shades penalty or something. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe an eye shades. That's what I'm just thinking. Thrown out, and it is actually that was Jason who did it. So fantastic, and being well looked after here now, so I can actually wipe my microphone. I think so. Thank you very much, Mr. Black. I'll give you that to get rid of. Yep. No worries at all. So I do appreciate it. And there's another goal through Werner on this occasion on the right wing. So it's a great effort by them. So it's a nice ball that's up. Is it going to ever go in? Yes, it is. Great ball. Nice return. And again, Matt, as we said before, unfortunately Jason Capati has had the ability in this game to throw a lot of balls up into the air.
Absolutely. Unfortunately. Seems to be working.
Yeah, and he's throwing them up in the air and, of course, into his own net, though.
Yeah, well.
So, well, that's...
you don't think he's doing that to try to prolong the game, do you?
Well, no, I wouldn't have thought so. Cross-court ball on this occasion. But unfortunately, the 3 for the veterans didn't get across in time for the centre. And the score is now 12-4. Bouncing ball this time, covered up by the centre. Just look and see who that is. It's only the Benniker. Bouncing by Jason Capati, but blocked on this occasion. Werner with the ball now for the veterans, number 1, right winger. Bouncing cross-court ball, and could have gone anywhere. Jason Capati got sucked in once again from his post. Just got it through, but oh dear, cross-court ball now. And there's a whistle that's gone. It's been saved, the ball. So
yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
So, anyway.
Not sure what that's all about, but...
No, noise. Noise penalty. That's all it was. So, 2 with ball now on the left wing. Winds up. Cross-court ball into the centre. Ball bounces forward. Ball now laid off to Jason Capati again. Bouncing ball, but all the way out. Never looked like being on court.
Looked a little out of control on the release.
No, there's. As I said, next ball's been pushed. Look, nobody's really impressed me from the Thunder. In all seriousness.
No, these are just two scrappy teams, man. I mean, that's really what they are.
So, having said that, I mean, they're certainly doing the best they can. They want to be careful. Oh, they're lucky that went over, because otherwise it could have been a 10-second penalty. Anyway, we've got now Jeremy Capati with the ball, bouncing ball. He's going to hit the gap, but nice work there by Werner. On the right wing, winds up now, right-handed throw, a bouncing ball into the centre. Is that, no, it is still Benneker in the centre. Bouncing ball into the back of the net on this occasion. The centre couldn't get across there, so it's 13-4, so 1 goal away from a mercy. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but the truth be known, that's what the situation is at this stage. Ball down the line, always out though. Ball dropped back into play now. We've got Jeremy Capati with the ball. Flat spinning ball into the chest though of Werner. Goes with a quick throw. A nice piece of work there. Ball now defended well forward. Chased by Benneker. Benneker now drops the ball off. Substitution. No, pass out. Werner with the ball now for the Vets. On the right wing. Down 4-13. Bouncing ball goes down that line. Nice ball. And Capati goes with the gap. Has he hit the gap? Yes, he has, unfortunately, straight through the gap between A, B, and that will be game. So, well, a good solid effort, but you can't say much else than that, really, Matt.
No, you can't really. I mean, that, again, like I said, I really feel for the veterans, and maybe it's just first game jitters because I've seen them perform better than this against players with more, elite level. But, congratulations to New Jersey. Nobody can take that away from them. They came out strong. They'll be interested to see. A lot of people wondered if they could score. Obviously, they could score against this team, but they're going to face some much harder defensive teams coming up in this pool. And we'll see more from them and see what they're capable of going forward. And we'll see if the USABA veterans can bounce back.
It certainly will. And our next game is between... As he's frantically looking for his list here, as I brought up the wrong one. We'll try this again. So our next game for broadcast will be between the Avalanche and Force, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, Avalanche and the Force. Northwest Avalanche and Force.
I think we have a special broadcaster joining us for that game, don't we, Tony?
Yes, we will. And that's so. But until then, we're going to go back to some music for a little bit, and then we will be back with you for the start of the next game between the Northwest Avalanche and Atlanta Force.
This is DSN TV, showcasing the ability in disability. This program is brought to you by the PA People. For more information, just go to their website at papeople.com.